Welcome, Minneapolis junior, senior high school fans, to Salina, Kansas, to the campus of Kansas Wesleyan University. Gene Bissell Field, here on September 2nd, 2016, the opening of both the overall season and NCAA League season play for the Minneapolis High School Lions and the host, Sacred Heart Knights. We're in the newly renovated stadium at Kansas Wesleyan University, the Gene Bissell Field. I think they call it the Graves Family Complex. I might be mistaken. I don't see it written anywhere, but beautiful facility, much better than what we've experienced over the last many years here. Dale Leach for Eagle Communications Community TV. We joined at halftime by Scott Osherman. This year we are not broadcasting live audio on SalinaPost.com and Eagle Channel 20. We just have replay, video replay on Eagle 20. Beautiful day here for opening day. Wind out of the southeast, whistling at a pretty good rate of speed. The temperature is 79 degrees. Wind's probably 20 mile an hour, I guess. Hopefully that'll go down a little bit here as the night goes on. Sacred Heart is coming off a 5 and 5 season, in 2015, after making their 5th straight appearance in the state playoffs. Minneapolis is coming off a disappointing 0-9 season, but returning quite a few players with a lot of experience to build upon. Both schools will be playing a full round-robin schedule in the NCAA League for the first time in several years. Sacred Heart is in Class 2-1A, while Minneapolis is in Class 3A. Watch for a potent running game from the Knights tonight as they return their school's single-season rushing leader, number 80, Jacob Farber, a junior, and also the experienced fullback, senior Abel Alvarez, number 28. We're going to have the prayer and the national anthem. All right. Minneapolis will be looking to fill big holes in replacing 2-year starter Eric Yoxel at quarterback with 5'7" junior Trenton Brubaker, number 2. The Lions running back with the most rushing experience, Cannon Smith, is missing from his senior campaign as his family moved away from Kansas at the beginning of 2016. Look for reps from senior Lane Sanders, number 4, and number 33, junior Evan Keating. The Minneapolis defense should be led by returning junior starter, number 52, Keegan Williamson at linebacker. The Lions are led by Coach John Hahn in his 3rd season in MHS with an 8-13 record in the previous 2 seasons. Last season in 2015, the Knights shut out the Lions 30-0 in the 2nd game of the season. It was the only shutout experience by the Lions in 2015. Overall, the Knights lead the series with 23 wins to 5 wins for Minneapolis in the series dating back to 1925. At Salina, the Knights have won 8 games versus 3 for Minneapolis. The last win for the Lions over the Knights was in 2009 here in Salina by a score of 45-6. MHS has only beaten the Knights 2 times since 2004 when the series resumed with the Knights rejoining the NCAA League. Both teams are relatively the same size. Minneapolis has 27 on the roster, Sacred Heart 29. Minneapolis with 3 seniors, 11 juniors, 9 sophomores, 4 freshmen. Sacred Heart with 6 seniors, 6 juniors, 7 sophomores, and 10 freshmen. So a 5-5 team from a year ago versus an 0-9 team from a year ago, but it's a new season, a new start, fresh look on life. And you know the Lions are going to be hungry, looking for to get back in the winning column after that 0-9 finish last year. Starting for the Lions tonight on offense is number 2, Trenton Brubaker, number 10, DJ Green, 16, Trayvon Thomas, 24, Caden McCulloch, 33, Evan Keating, 35, Kobe Flagler, 42, Tyson Villapando, 70, Gatton Heald, 72, Chase Donovan, 73, Dalton Wilson, and 76, Jace McKinney. Looks like Minneapolis will kick off, and the Knights will receive. The Knights will defend the south goal. Minneapolis will defend the north goal. So the 2016 season getting ready to go here. Villapando to kick for the Lions. And it's going to go about 30 yards or so. Tackled by 21. Brendan Strickert. They get the ball up to the 41-yard line at Sacred Heart to start. Come the Knights out of the I formation, 2 receivers to the left. Hand off to Graber, their tailback, even though he wears number 80. He gets 5 yards up to the 46 over right guard. Second 5 coming up for the Knights here at the start of the first quarter. I formation, 1 receiver to the left, and off to Faber again. Tries the right side, gets 3 yards, up to the 49. They've got it just over the 38. 3rd and 3 for the Knights. That I formation, receivers to either side. Oh, Minneapolis comes across. I don't know if they're drawn or not. I didn't see any movement on the Knights line, so that's going to be the first penalty for the game to be against the Lions. So first down by penalty for the Knights.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Into Minneapolis territory at the 47.
10 for Sacred Heart.
Back to that I formation. Hand off to Farber. He tries up the center. He breaks three. Got the first down. Gets to the 35-yard line. So they tried several plays over the right. That one went to the left. First down the result. I formation, twins to the left. Fullback dive this time. He gets 6 or 7 yards. Second and almost 4. I formation, receivers to either side. Hand out to Farber over left tackle. He breaks free. Might have been a face mask there. He gets to the 21. I see no hankies on the field. Lane Sanders with the tackle. Another first down by rushing for the Knights. They get to the Minneapolis 21.
Ball's on the 21-yard line. First and 10, Sacred Heart.
So first and 10 from the 21 for the Knights. All running plays so far. Fullback might have jumped. Farber over right guard. Breaks back to the center, met by a pack of Lions. Gets to the 14 of Minneapolis. We're going to put it just on the 15-yard line. Second and 3. Split receivers to either side. Farber over the right tackle, got a hole, and he busts over, and he's going to score from the 15-yard line. 15-yard TD. Lining up to kick off is, or to kick PATs, number 67, Slagle. And it's through the uprights. So at the 8:11 mark, it's the Knights 7. If I can find the scoreboard. Wrong wickets there. The Knights 7, Minneapolis 0. We'll be right back with the night kickoff. Okay, here we come for the kickoff of the Knights. Back to receive is Trayvon Thomas, number 16. Number 2, Trenton Brubaker. Deep kick taken by Thomas at the 2. trying the right side. And he goes out at the 17-yard line of the Lions. 16-yard line, actually. So 1st and 10 for Minneapolis from their 16. We'll see what the Lions offense brings us this year. Trenton Brubaker, number 2, at quarterback. Villapando, 42, fullback. Keating, 33, the tailback. Hand off to Keating. Oh no, Brubaker kept it. Good fake, and he gets first down. Nope, gonna be a yard short. Gets to the 25. Very good fakes there. Contributes to the 9-yard gain for the keeper by Brubaker. Broken play. Brubaker comes up with it and barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Loss of a half a yard. We'll make 3rd and 1. Full backfield here. Thomas, the tailback, and he gets the carry. He tries the left side, and he's going to be denied. Well, maybe not. Let's see where they spot it. They're putting it over the 21, but just that far short of the first down. So Minneapolis, will they try to draw the Knights offside or punt away here? If they punt, it's going to be a quick one. Short kick. Wildcat formation. Thomas takes the snap, and he gets the first down. So the ball is out to the 27-yard line of Minneapolis. 1st and 10, Minneapolis. Brubaker back in at quarterback. Thomas is the tailback now. McCulloch in motion. Brubaker keeps it, and it's thrown for a loss. Kept it on the option and was tied up by the defensive end or the linebacker. Back to the 24-yard line of Minneapolis. 2nd and 13 coming up. Full house backfield now. Shotgun formation. Hands it to four. Lane Sanders, the senior ball carrier, gets 5 yards. Brings up a 3rd and 8. Split receivers, 2 of them to the right, 1 to the left. offset I here. Shotgun formation for Brubaker. He hands it to the fullback, Villapando. He gets to the 30. It's going to make a 4th and 7.
Number 42, Tyson Villapando.
So the Lions will punt
Brings up a 4th down.
here. Thomas, the punt, it's a wobbler over to the right. It comes out right to midfield, just inside the Minneapolis side of the field, where the Knights will take over with sweet field position. They're putting it right on the 50. 1st and 10 for the Knights. All running plays in their first drive. 3 first downs, 1 by penalty, 2 by rushing, and the 15-yard touchdown to finish it off. The play, penalty on the play.
Flags on the play.
Dead ball foul on the Knights. So 1 penalty each now on the line on the teams. Here in the first quarter.
Ball on the 45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Knights.
Twin receivers to the right. 1st and 15 for the Knights on their 45. Back to pass. Wide receiver wide open, number 11. Taken down at the Minneapolis 27. DJ Green, the tackler.
1st and 10, Sacred Heart.
High formation, Twins to the right. Hand off to Farber, he tries the left side. Tackled by Jace McKinney, I believe. Taken at the 23-yard line. Brings the 2nd and 6. Quick out to the right, complete to number 23, tackled immediately by Green. And it's going to be a 1st down. So 2 first downs by passing for the Knights. Down at the 16-yard line of Minneapolis. High formation. Hand off to 20 over the right guard. Gets 3 or 4 yards possibly. Tyler Young gets it to the 12. 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7 to go. $1:25 here to go in the first quarter. Rolls left. The quarterback looks to pass. Wide over the receiver. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd and 7. Clock stops at 1:18 to go in the first quarter. Quarterback gets the play from the sidelines. Twins to the right, the left, excuse me. One receiver to the right, shotgun formation. Back to pass, looking to Fravor. Broken up, nice break up there by 33, Evan Keating. 4th and 7 coming up. Will the Knights go for it or kick a field goal? I'm told they have a pretty good field goal kicker. Quarterback's coming off the field, so I assume they're going to set up for the field goal. Schlegel will be kicking. "45 seconds and take a timeout." The Knights, they're going to think about it. Leading 7-0 with 47 seconds remaining. We'll be right back. Okay, after the timeout, the Knights come back on the field, set up for the field goal try, unless it's a fake. Christian Schlegel to kick. It's up and through the wickets. Be a 20-yard field goal with 43 seconds left in the quarter, putting the Knights up 10-0. Be right back with the night kickoff. Okay, welcome back to Gene Bissell Field, campus of Kansas Wesleyan University. Time for the Knights' second kickoff of this quarter. They lead your Lions 10-0. Back to receive again is Brubaker, number 2, and Thomas, number 16. Schlegel to kick. It's going to go in and through the end zone. Bring the ball out to the 20. Minneapolis started their first drive on the 15 after a return by Thomas. Stiff breeze out of the southeast tonight. Full house backfield for the Lions. Brubaker, quarterback. Hand off to Keating. He tries the left side. Gets a couple yards. Up, they give him 1. He's up to the 21-yard line. Didn't get as much forward progress as I anticipated there. So 2nd and 9 coming up. Offset I. Brubaker in the shotgun. And we had backfield in motion there. It'll be a 5-yard penalty on the Lions. Ball start. Second penalty of the game on the Lions. 2 seconds left in this quarter. Clock stops. And they get it rolling. That's going to be the end of the quarter. They'll change sides of the field. The Knights lead 10-0 after 1. We'll be right back. Okay, getting ready to start the second quarter here. The Lions with a 2nd and 14 after that 5-yard penalty. Brubaker, Villapando, and Keating in the backfield. Back to pass is Brubaker. Airs it out to McCulloch, just over his reach. He was wide open, but incomplete. Clock stops at 11:56 to go in the second.
First down.
Third and 14 for the Lions from their 16. Hands off to Thomas. He drives the left side, and he gets up to the 24-yard line, 23-yard line. Clock stops. Clock doesn't stop. That's 23, a 4th and 7 to go. So a Minneapolis punt, this time with the wind at their back a little. Thomas, back to punt. Low punt, but he gets it. And he's run into, he gets it off. Picked up at the 45. No penalty flags. So the Knights again have decent territory at the Minneapolis 44-yard line. So on come the Knights in Minneapolis territory at the 44-yard line. Shotgun formation for the Knights. 3 wide receivers, 1 setback. And we have flags. Going to be a dead ball foul on the Knights. Moves it back to the 49 for a 1st and 15. Their second penalty of the game. Each squad with 2 penalties now. Both 5-yarders. Same formation as they lined up for previously. Fumbled the ball, and he's taken down by McKinney. And 26. So the ball is back in Knight territory at their 46. Brings us 2nd and 20 for the Knights. Back to that I formation. Twins to the left. Hand off to Farber, tries the right side. Hit behind the line, and he's ganged up on. He gets a gain of a yard or so. Villapando in on it. Trayvon Thomas and Green. Gets to the 48 of Sacred Heart. 3rd and 17. Will they pass? I formation. Back pass, rolls left. Complete to number 11, and he's tackled at the 43, short of a 1st down, 42-yard line actually. Brubaker with the tackle. 4th and 8. So 3 passes for the Knights, all complete. I formation. And the Knights are going to call a timeout here and talk about it. Their second use of the half. Leading the Lions 10-0, 9:12 to go in the second quarter. Be right back. Okay, after the timeout, here come the Knights back on the field. 4th and 8 from the Minneapolis 43. One setback, quarterback's back in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, he rolls right, looking that direction. Passes complete to Farber. He's got the first down at the 32-yard line.
Enough for a Sacred Heart first down.
So the Knights' third passing first down. Down to the Minneapolis 32. Shotgun formation. Farber gets the carry. No, it's not Farber. It's number 20 up the center, tackled by Williamson. Yard gain. Down to the 31-yard line, 2nd and 9. Shotgun formation. Drops back, looks left, receiver wide open, and he's immediately hit and tackled by Brubaker. Completed pass. Gets to the 28-yard line. Third and 5 coming up. Twins to the left, I formation. And up Farber, tries the right side. Kicks it out. And he's going to get into the pay dirt for the 27-yard touchdown. He's their single-season school rushing leader. As sophomore last year. Schlegel in to kick. Too many men on the field for the Lions. Get him off in time. Ball's low, kick is up, and good. So it's 7:22 left in the second quarter. It's Sacred Heart 17, Minneapolis 0. We'll be back with the night kickoff. Okay, welcome back to second quarter action. Lions down 17-0. 7:22 remaining here in the second quarter. The Lions to start their third possession of the game. Knights with 3 possessions, 3 scores. Brubaker and Thomas back to receive the kick. Schlegel boots it. Taken by, no, it's not Brubaker, it's 22, I believe. Hawk, Tristan Hawk. Gets it up to the 18-yard line. The 19-yard line is where it's placed. Full house backfield with Brubaker. Tailback is Keating. Hand off to Keating. Tries the center, and there's nothing doing. He's going to lose yardage.
First and Knights on the stop. Ball carrier, number 32.
About a yard and a half, almost 2 yard loss, back to the 17-yard line. So a 2nd and 12 coming.
Second down and 11.
Full house backfield still. Receivers to either side. Hand off to Keating, tries the right side. He bounces out, and he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage for a 2-yard gain. Make it a 3-yard gain. They're going to mark it at the 20, just inside the 20.
Gain of 1 on the play brings up a 3rd down and 10 for the Lions.
6:05 to go in the half. 3rd and 9 for the Lions from their 20. The handoff, no, keep it and pitch it at the last second to Keating, I believe, and he's going to lose yardage. The Knights are all over that. On that pitch by
Ball carrier, number 37, Keating.
Brubaker to Keating, that puts the ball back at the 17. So about a 4-yard loss. Brings up 4th and 13.
Down and 12.
Trayvon Thomas back to punt. The 3rd Lion punt of the game. Gets it away, it's high, spiraling. Taken at the 44 by 23, taken down by 15, and there's a flag on the play.
Flag is down on the play.
Holding on the Knights, or blocking the back, either way. The ball is at the 46. Blocked in the back. 10-yard penalty. Most significant penalty of the game so far in yardage.
On the 44-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10, Sacred Heart.
Puts the Knights in their territory at their 44. 5:07 remaining in the half. Their 4th possession of the game. There's movement by 20 in the backfield. False start. Their 4th penalty. Moves the ball back to 39. That's about the Knights' worst field position the Knights have had so far this half. Shotgun formation. Quarterback keeps a different quarterback. Might have been a Wildcat. Tries the right side. He's taken for a loss.
Number 9, Caleb Jordan, off the carry for the Knights.
Caleb Gordon, the ball carrier. 2nd and 16.
Stop for the Lions. Second down at 15. Ball on the 36-yard line.
Jordan stays at the quarterback. Hands off to Farber, and he gets to the 40.
Barber on the carry, gain
Couple yard gain. Make 3rd and 14.
Third down and 14.
Jordan, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Hands off to the 20, the tailback over the left side, and he's got the first down and more. Young, the ball carrier. Gets to the 42 of Minneapolis. Third first down rushing for the Knights. 3 by passing. 1 by penalty. 1st and 10 from the 42 of Minneapolis. 3:36 to go. Movement by the left end, left tackle of the Knights. Their 5th penalty of the game, 4th of the quarter. So back to the Minneapolis 47 with a 1st and 15. Trips to the right and movement in the left backfield, no call. Jordan's pass over the outstretched arms of number 11, who's caught several passes tonight. Clock stops with 3:31 to go. 2nd and 15.
Second down.
Trips to the right. Shotgun formation for Jordan. He drops back. Rolls to his right, under pursuit. Is taken down by 35 for the Lions.
Jordan on the carry for the Knights. Gain of about 3 on the play. Brings out 3rd down and 12.
3rd and 12 for the Knights. And we have timeout by Minneapolis. That tackle was by Kobe Flegler. So Minneapolis' first timeout. We'll take a break and be right back. 3:09 to go. It's Sacred Heart 17, Minneapolis 0. All right, Knights 3rd and 12 from the Minneapolis 43. Jordan remains the quarterback. Shotgun, he hands off to, no, he keeps it. Decked in the backfield. Met by 76, McKinney. Finished off by number 35, Flegler. 4th and 14 for the Knights. Minneapolis takes the timeout. We'll be back. Okay, welcome back to Gene Bissell Field, Kansas Western University. It's 3:02 to go in the first half. The Knights up 17-0. They are at a 4th and 14 from the Minneapolis 46. Punting formation. They get it away. And that's going to bounce and be down at the 10-yard line. Start at the 9, actually. So 2:53 to go here in the first half. Lions trailing 17-0, 91 yards away from pay dirt. They've had one first down so far in the half. Brubaker back to pass, rolls to his right, and is taken down for a loss at the 4-yard line. So a 5-yard loss for the Lions. Clock is rolling at 2:30.
On the stop for the Knights. Loss of about 5 on the play. Second down at 15.
Shotgun formation for Brubaker. Keeps it, tries the left side, has some open space. He gets to the 13-yard line. So gets us out of our being in our end zone for the lineups. Gets it out to the 12-yard line, makes a 3rd and 7. 1:45 to go. Quick burst of speed there by Brubaker over the left side. Got him out of trouble through the open space. Full loss backfield, receivers either side. Handed off to Thomas over the left side. He's got the first down and more. Fighting up to the 30-yard line of the Lions. Clock will stop with the first down. Second first down of the night, both by rushing for the Lions. And we have a timeout by Minneapolis. Their last time out of the half. We'll be right back. Okay, so the carry by Trayvon Thomas gets out to the Minneapolis 31. 1:14 to go in the half. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Offset eye here. Trayvon Thomas, the tailback. Hand it to 4. He's going to get dropped for a loss in the backfield. Coming across from the wide slot on the left.
On the stop for the Sacred Heart Knights. Number 4, Lane Sanders.
Lane Sanders, the ball carrier. 3-yard loss moves it back to the 28 of Minneapolis. Under a minute to play, 50 seconds. 2nd and 13. Well, that's backfield again. Keating, the tailback. Brubaker with keeper. He gets up to the 26. A loss of a yard. 3rd and 15. Down to 15 seconds to play in the half. Hand it to Sanders. He gets to the 30-yard line. And that's the way the half will end, with Minneapolis at their 30. The score after one half of play, Sacred Heart Knights 17, Minneapolis 0. We'll be back with a little halftime wrap-up. Minneapolis isn't leaving the field yet for some reason. Offensive penalty. Knights should decline it. The period cannot end on a defensive penalty, but it can on an offensive penalty. So, all right, so it's 17-0. Sacred Heart after one half play. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back to the halftime break here. The Knights leading Minneapolis 17-0 here after one half of play. Scoring by quarters, Sacred Heart scored 10 in the first quarter, make it 10-0, and in the second quarter they scored 1 touchdown with the extra point to make it 17-0, the current score. The Knights had 5 penalties overall, Minneapolis 2. First downs, Sacred Heart had 7. Minneapolis had 2. No turnovers by either squad. The Knights had 3 first downs by rushing. Minneapolis 2 first downs by rushing. The Knights had 3 first downs by passing. Minneapolis no passing first downs. And the Knights had 1 first down via the penalties. None for the Lions. Scoring for the Knights with 8:11, a wrap-up of the scoring. 8:11 to go in the first quarter. Number 80, Ferber, the junior, scored on a 15-yard run on the first drive. And Schlegel had the point after touchdown kick to make it 7-0. With 43 seconds left in the first quarter, Schlegel had a 20-yard field goal to make it 10-0. 7:22 to go in the second quarter. Ferber scored on a 27-yard run. Schlegel the kick to make the score 17-0. Minneapolis had 4 possessions. Sacred Heart 4. Minneapolis no scores. Sacred Heart scored on 3 of their 4 possessions. Minneapolis punted 3 times. Sacred Heart punted 1 time. Don't have any rushing or passing totals. The Knights used 2 quarterbacks. The first one was number 16, David Anderson, a sophomore, 6 foot, 201 pounds. And the junior, Caleb Jordan, came on in relief, number 9, to finish out the first half. Minneapolis quarterbacked all the way by Trenton Brubaker. Various rushers were Trayvon Thomas, Evan Keating, Lane Sanders, and Tyson Villapando. I think Lane Sanders' rush was on a wide receiver screen that came back to the left. It was dropped for a loss. So not a real successful opening half for the Lions. Fairly successful for the Lions. For the Knights, Sacred Heart. Minneapolis had some good defensive stops. A little frustration on offensive continuity for the Lions overall. So it's not an overall disastrous first half for the Lions, but we hope one that we can have good improvement on through the second half. And we're joined by Scott Osherman. Welcome, Scott.
Well, Dale, thank you very much. I appreciate you letting me come up at halftime and spend the rest of the game with you.
What did you think of the first half?
You know, Dale, honestly, I really was not. I would love to have seen a little bit more offense, but I wasn't terribly disappointed in how we handled it. I felt like the boys came out. They gave quite a bit. Sacred Heart has a little bit, I don't know if it's a little bit more size, but
they don't really. Looking at the roster, at least we have more size than they do, at least in the line. Their running back's probably a little bit bigger. But that Farber was according to what I read in the paper this morning, yesterday is their single season school rushing leader.
Wow. And that would explain a little bit. I just really felt like they did okay. I didn't know what to expect coming in.
I really didn't either.
And was a little bit apprehensive and nervous, but I really, looking at this, I felt like we did a couple good things. I liked that early on. We went for that 4th and short, and we got that.
Mm-hmm.
And little things that I've heard my boys talk about that makes me think that they're going to do some stuff like that. And we had some other good things towards the end of the second quarter with some nice little runs by Brubaker and Thomas. I felt like Trent Brubaker did a great job on some defensive side on the outside.
Yeah.
So did DJ Green on the other corner, and honestly our line has done okay. So there's a lot of positives, Dale.
Jace McKinney had a great hit on the running back there. Dropped him for about a 5-yard loss. And their quarterback, 16, Anderson, didn't play a good share of the second quarter. I don't know if he just sharing time or if he got dinged up a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't have any passing or yardage totals, but obviously the Knights lead on the offensive categories. But it's good to see the Lions make some positive plays, as Scott mentioned here, in the second quarter.
Yeah, I think there's, like I said, there's a lot of positives. We are still fairly young, Dale.
Oh yeah.
And the 3 seniors did a very nice job. Kobe Flegler had a nice tackle. Of course, you mentioned Jace McKinney.
Mm-hmm.
He had done a nice job, and just overall, I felt like they had done well. So Lane Sanders as well. So.
I think I heard the announcer here say that the Minneapolis Junior High beat.
They did.
Sacred
I
Heart
talked
this
to
week.
Terry Meckel downstairs, and Terry said that it was a close game up until the last 2 minutes or so, and they had a nice drive at the end, and they scored to give them a 2-touchdown advantage. So they did very well.
That's a nice reversal because I think their junior high has kind of owned us the last few years.
They have.
So.
Yeah.
From what I remember hearing.
So Minneapolis is going to receive here, Dale. As back deep is Trayvon Thomas and Tristan Hawk. What I like is they've got some other kids playing.
Mm-hmm.
Derek Peschel and my son Levi are at the 20, and then they've got Derek Friel, which is a freshman, and then number 11 Colton Fuller is about the 30. So they've got these kids playing. And that's what's going to continue to build and get this program back to where it very well could be in the future.
I'd like to see more numbers on the squad.
I would too.
I was disappointed to see so few freshmen again. But that's the way it is. Maybe they'll get more to come out next year.
Sophomore class stayed pretty strong, and so did the juniors.
Mm-hmm.
But the freshmen and the seniors are down in numbers. So.
And that's between this year's senior class and last year's senior class. That's 2 classes in a row with under 5 people, so that's a little disheartening.
Yep. So as we get ready to go, their kicker's been pretty strong tonight. He's kicked it deep and been non-returnable. So, except for I think one occasion they caught it about the 5. So, kick is up, and we're about ready to start the second half. There it goes, and it will head towards Tristan Hawk. Actually, it will bounce into the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Probably a wise choice by both Tristan as well as Trayvon Thomas to watch that.
Beautiful stadium here at Gene Bissell Field.
It is.
Wesleyan.
It is really neat what they've done with this facility. Pretty neat that Sacred Heart gets to play here.
Yeah.
So. Minneapolis will come up on the offensive side. Trent Brubaker is your quarterback. You've got 2 receivers out on the left-hand side, 1 on the right. DJ Green out here on the right. Flegler, I believe, and McCulloch. McCulloch goes in motion. They fake the handoff, and Brubaker keeps it himself, and he's hit hard at the line of scrimmage, and he will be probably gets right back to the line of scrimmage. We'll bring up a second
short,
down.
but it's still counted as second 10. Faked me out. I thought McCulloch had it.
No gain on the play. Second down and 10.
Minneapolis will come back. as they'll send once again 2 receivers out there with Flegler and McCulloch out to the left-hand side, Green out here to the right. They will go to the halfback, and that is Keating, and Keating will take it up to about the 24-yard line before he's drawn back. Evan doing a nice job of following his blockers. Evan had a nice little run in there as well in the first half.
Gets it to the 24-yard line. 4-yard gain. Third and 6 to go for the Lions.
They will come back up here. And back in the shotgun formation. They will fake the handoff, and Brubaker keeps it himself, and he will be taken down. Gain of about another 3 on the play. Up to about the 27-yard line. Will bring up a 4th down and 3. That was a little fake in and around to Lane Sanders and Trent Kevin himself. I have liked that. Trent's done a nice job when he's kept that ball. He's done a nice job. They will line up. This is their punt formation with Thomas back there. Trayvon will stand about his 20, and we're going to have timeout Minneapolis. So Minneapolis will call a timeout here. So 10:06 left to go here in the third quarter, 17-0. And so Dale, how you handling it this year?
Not bad so far.
So getting the rust back off and having a little bit of time. So
yeah, it all comes back.
Yeah. Well, Dale, I honestly knew that both my boys would be playing a little bit this year, and I just didn't know what to expect with myself. So I kind of wanted to sit down in the crowd and just see. My plans are to be on the road with you, but at home I'll be in the stands and let Mike help you at home. So
Mike's on his way to Minnesota tonight to visit with family up there. Beautiful opening evening.
Oh, it is
here
gorgeous.
on September 2nd.
Gorgeous night.
77 degrees at half. It opened at 79 degrees at the beginning of the game.
Now Brubaker does come back in with this formation. They may fake this and go for it.
4th and 4, basically. Going to try to draw him off.
No, they're going to keep him, and he's not going to get it. Yeah. They read that nicely. Minneapolis tries for it on 4th down, could not get it.
Gets to the 26-yard line, a loss of a yard.
Sacred Heart will take over on downs.
So you hate to see him get that good a field position. But Coach Hahn has never been one turn down what he thought is a good opportunity.
No.
He will gamble.
Sacred Heart will bring back in their sophomore quarterback. And that is
Anderson.
Anderson, thank you very much.
Twins
pretty good size. Yeah, pretty good size, 6'1", 200 and some odd pounds. One in the backfield with him. He'll drop back to look to pass. He's going to throw. He's got a receiver out on the flat, and he'll have the first down. Well, maybe a yard short. It's close to the marker. Flegler takes him out of bounds.
Yeah, 2nd and 1. They've been fairly consistent on their passing. They've missed 1, maybe 2 passes on the night.
Sacred Heart will send 2. This time Anderson will go under center. 2 receivers out to the left, I formation for Sacred Heart. Ball on the 16-yard line. They will hand off to the front back, and he will go up the middle. And he'll have the first down.
Their fullback.
To about the 8-yard line.
Twisting, turning run there. Gets him the first down inside the line, 10 at the 8. Their 4th first down by rushing.
1 receiver out to the right, 1 to the left, back to an I formation for Anderson or center. This time he'll hand it off to the halfback, and he's hit at the line by McKinney. McKinney will wrap him up, followed up, helped taken down by Lane Sanders.
That's Fairber, I believe. Barber gets
like
it to the 6.
Tyson Villapando also in, excuse me, Trayvon Thomas in on that tackle as well. Be down a second as you called. One to the right, one to the left once again. I formation for Sacred Heart. Second and 6. Second and goal. And they will go to the fullback, and he will be taken down. It looks like
might have got a yard.
Might have got a yard there,
before
Dale.
they moved him back. But a gaggle of Lions. The pack of Lions got in on it. Wouldn't be a gaggle, would it? Got to get it to the 5.
Nice job by the line of Minneapolis.
And it looks like McKinney is shaken up a little bit.
Not one you want to see. A little bit of hopefully it's just a cramping.
Well, obviously he's not feeling he can stand up on his own at this point.
So
A couple guys come in and assist him off. He is hobbling on an ankle, looks like, or a knee, hope not. Favoring the right leg.
it's like Chance Coronet comes in for McKinney.
Kornick, a sophomore, I believe.
Yep, he is. So third and goal at the 5. 8:35 left to go here in the third quarter. Be great to force a stop right here, Dale.
It really would.
Anderson will go into a shotgun formation. He has trips out to the right, out to the left-hand side.
Third down and goal to go.
Third and goal from the 5.
Then he switches back and goes under center. Quick little pass out the right.
Barber.
And he will not get it, but he'll get all the way down to the 1-yard line. Nice job by Brubaker and Thomas to fight through that there and get him down at the 1. Bring up a fourth and goal at the 1.
4-yard gain on that pass.
Lions will try to tighten up on the defensive side.
Receivers to either side with the I formation. Farber the tailback.
Anderson goes under center, and he's going to keep it himself, and he'll have it. And
Pretty
he
safe
just-
play. Quarterback sneak from the 1. We got a 6-foot frame.
Pretty easy little there walk in as he pushes through the line. Kind of followed his blocker in, as like you said, 6'1". You can almost lean forward and get that.
So 7:41 to go in the third quarter. The Knights score on the 1-yard run. Schlegel in the kick.
High snap, but the kick is down, and it looks like it is good. Nice
kick.
job. He's a pretty good kicker, Dale. He's done very well. 24-0 here. 7:41 left to go here in the third quarter. We'll keep it right here as Sacred Heart will come back to kick.
We'll
So-
take a break. Well, look, you got something to say?
I was just
Go
going
right ahead.
to ask you, Dale. You know, you asked my opinion. What was your thoughts of the first half?
Well, much like you, I did not know what to expect. So I had read that, and we're going to have a whole lot of offensive firepower to go with Coach Hahn's normal wide open style. So it'd be a lot of more grinded out on the run, and that's what we're seeing overall. I think we had maybe one pass attempt. I was pleased to see no turnovers in the first half, and we only had 2 penalties, 2 5-yarders, so they're playing smart in that regard.
I'll tell you, that's very true. The penalties, I was very impressed with. Sacred Heart had a bunch of penalties.
Yes, they did. They racked them up in the second quarter.
But Minneapolis, like you said, did a nice job.
They need to get some confidence going for them. Be nice to see them score here. Need to get some confidence under their belt. Know that they can move the ball and do some things with it. Hawk and Thomas have been, again, back to receive the kick.
They're both, one standing at the 5, the other one's at the 3. Sacred Heart will kick from their 40. And it will go towards Thomas at the 5-yard line. And he'll get out to the 22-yard line. 21-yard line. Nice job by Trayvon.
He's a load to bring down, you know. Not a small boy by any means.
No. Minneapolis will come back to on the offensive side here. DJ Green out to the left. Toby Flegler out to the right. Shotgun. And we got movement. I believe one of the halfbacks was moving on that, Dale. Yep.
Our 3rd penalty of the game.
Guess we spoke too soon about her.
Yeah, well, those things happen.
Yeah. So 1st and 15. Well, this is, as you said earlier, a beautiful facility here. And it's not bad up here, Dale. I was, got the
just wish they had a few lights up here in the canopy. That'd be nice.
They will hand it off to Keating, and Keating will maybe get a yard before he falls down. And you're exactly right. I'm surprised they didn't put any lights up here. So.
Well, you know, most of the Kansas Wesleyan's games are not going to be at night.
Yeah.
So they probably thought, who needs them?
2nd and 14. Well, they've got 15. 2nd and 15, so no gain on that for the Lions. Keating and Thomas in the backfield with Brubaker. Twins out to the left, one out to the right. And I believe we're going to call a timeout.
Yep.
We do. 2nd timeout taken. Coach Hahn saw something he wanted to discuss with his team, so we'll go ahead and take that break now. What do you think?
Sacred Heart 24, Minneapolis 0, 6:54 to go in the 3rd quarter. Okay, we're back. 2nd and 15 or so for the Lions.
Shotgun formation, one halfback off the right. Ooh, another close movement. No, nothing. We got a pass. He throws it up in the air, has Thomas. And he's got it, caught it. Nice job, Trayvon Thomas, to come back at it and gets the catch at the 49-yard line. Great job by Trayvon Thomas to come back and get it.
That was a little underthrown. Yeah, he had to come back to it. And he was mugged and hangs on to the ball.
There were three officials that called pass interference on that. Nice job by Minneapolis.
First down passing for the Lions.
Great job by the line to give him protection, Dale. Offensive line did a nice job on that to give him the extra time. And Trent put it up in the air, and Trayvon Witten got it. Nice job, Trey Thomas.
This is our best field of position of the night, right here at the 48 of Minneapolis. They need some positive things to happen to them.
Yep. Twins out the right this time, one to the left. And they will go to the halfback, and he will get to right at 50-yard line. I believe that was Keating with the carry.
Good to see Jace McKinney up moving around over on the sideline, hobbling a little bit, but he is moving around. So I assume it's an ankle tweak of some type.
Dalton Wilson in there also was hobbling a little bit coming back the line.
2nd and 8 coming up from midfield.
One receiver out to the left. 3 in the backfield with Brubaker. And they will go to Thomas, and Trayvon will have it to about the 47-yard line, 46-yard line, into Sacred Heart territory, I believe, for the first time tonight,
Yes,
Dale.
it is.
Nice job by Minneapolis line.
3rd and 4 coming up.
Trayvon Thomas with a nice little run right there.
Third down and
Minneapolis with a quick offense real quick. They go back to the line of scrimmage quickly.
Full house backfield.
They go,
Thomas.
oh, the
Fumble
ball's on the
on the
ground,
ball, we
and
lose it.
we cough it up.
Sacred Heart.
Darn it. Had some positives going right there, Dale, and a miscommunication on the handoff pops out of his hands, and we will turn the ball over right there.
First turnover of the game on Minneapolis. In night territory at their 42.
Ball at the 42-yard line. First and 10, Sacred Heart.
Well, doggone it, but they got to keep going on the positive. They had
Yep,
a good thing going.
That was a good thing. They had a nice drive there going, Dale.
First and 10 for the night 42.
Twins out to the right-hand side for Sacred Heart. Anderson goes under center. I formation in the backfield. And they will go to the halfback. Ooh, he kind of,
It's that Farber.
wowzer.
Gets the first
He'll
down.
have the first down, yep.
Close to a first down.
And how old is Farber?
He's a junior, according to what I read.
Yep.
10 and a half. First down, Sacred Heart.
So Sacred Heart will move the chains.
As a tailback wearing 80, it's rather odd. But
Yeah.
first and 10 from the line 47.
Back to an I formation. This time they go to the fullback. And he will gain maybe a yard on the play. Looks like 2 yards. Sorry about that. 4:43 left to go here in the third quarter. 24-0. Sacred Heart with the lead.
Second and 8 to go for the Knights from the line 46. 4:28 to go in the third quarter.
Sacred Heart will send one receiver out to the left, 2 out to the right. Anderson will drop back into a shotgun with one halfback back there with him. Low snap. He'll drop back to pass. Throws across the middle. Has a receiver. Nice job.
Tip by Lane.
Lane Sanders did a great job of dropping back and tips the ball, or that could have been a touchdown.
It was online.
Broken up by Lane Sanders.
Lane Sanders with a great defensive play right there, Dale. Third down and 8. Sacred Heart will send one more. They'll go back under center. One receiver out to the left, one out to the right. I formation. And they go to Farber. Oh, Farber bounces the outside. Thomas, nice job by Trayvon Thomas, as well as DJ Green out there.
Gets to the 41.
Gains about 5. Will bring up a 4th down and 3. Nice job by DJ Green and Trayvon Thomas out there, Dale, to not let him get to the outside.
Thomas comes off.
And they're going to punt, Dale. Or at least they line up
Line
that
up
way.
for it anyway.
And they
Direct
fake
snap.
it. And they're going to have it. Ah,
Got to the fullback Alvarez.
I don't know who he hit, but man, did he hit him hard. It's first down for Sacred Heart.
Get to the 36-yard line of Minneapolis.
Stop on the play by Evan Key.
Evan Keating with the tackle.
Sacred Heart will come back here with a fresh set of downs. 3:18. Ball in Minneapolis territory at the 36. Trips out to the left for Sacred Heart. Shotgun formation for Anderson. Drops back. He's going to look to pass. Has time in the pocket. Throws down. Oh!
Almost intercepted. Keating or Sanders put the defense on the ball, went over the defender or the receiver.
Brubaker back there also helping.
Brubaker was close to it.
Lane Sanders with some good defense right there.
So 2nd and 10 from the 36. Clock stops at 3:05 here in the 3rd.
Lane Sanders and Evan Keating are your safeties. They've done a better job here in the second half of reading that coming off. They will go to the halfback, and there's a flag. Should be in the area of holding.
Abel Alvarez on the carry. There is a flag.
Alvarez, the fullback.
Like Kenny's holding his face mask. I don't know what. We'll see what it is.
We'll talk to Minneapolis.
It is against Sacred Heart, so apparently it's a holding penalty. So it'll bring up a repeat of 2nd down. Minneapolis will move them back. Will be about a 2nd and 19.
First penalty of the half for the Knights, but they're 6th overall.
2nd down and 20.
They've had 2 10-yard penalties, the worst penalties of the game for either squad.
One receiver out to the left, one to the right for Sacred Heart. They will go to Farber. Ooh, wow. And he bounces right out of it. Nice saving tackle by Trayvon Thomas.
He's quick.
But it's enough for a 1st down. A gain of 21 on that play. Boy, is he ever quick,
Quick
Dale.
slashing runner. Give him a little crease. He'll move it. Their 4th rushing 1st down of this quarter.
So 1st down for Sacred Heart. Shotgun formation. He's going to drop back to pass, throws quickly, has a receiver, and it's caught for another 1st down, Dale.
Number 11. I don't know that I've heard his name yet.
Anderson pass to Freddie Leon.
Freddie Leon.
Freddie Leon.
DJ Green on the stop.
DJ Green with the tackle.
1st and 10 Knights.
Another 1st down for Sacred Heart. 24-0. 2:06 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Sacred Heart knocking back on the door. Shotgun formation for Anderson. They will hand it off.
Alvarez with the carry.
Gets it up to about the 8-yard line.
Abel Alvarez on the carry.
As you said, Alvarez with the carry. You know, look, Sacred Heart didn't have a bunch of seniors either.
Their numbers are pretty well spread out among the classes, though their biggest class is their freshman group.
So one receiver to the right, one to the left. Anderson goes under center. He'll hand off to Farber. Farber's hit after a gain of about 3 up to about the 5, 6, about the 6-yard line.
On the stop.
3rd
From
and
Minneapolis.
5 from the 6 of Minneapolis.
3rd down and 5.
Sacred Heart will come back here. This time in a shotgun formation. Drops back to pass. Has a receiver out there. Oh, nice job.
Great
Nice job by
break up by
Brubaker. Brubaker read that perfectly, Dale. And he hit him hard as he caught the ball. Nice read by Brubaker. 4th down.
Number 80, their Fairburn, their leading rusher.
And he's a pretty good sized boy as well.
Yep. On for the field goal attempt. That's what they set up for. From the 5.
Low snap. Yeah, but it is up, and it looks like it's good. No,
Nope,
it's not.
to the left.
So
So a drive comes up empty for the Knights. Lions hold at the 5.
nice job by the Minneapolis Lions. And they will take over on downs. 31 seconds left here. Minneapolis will take over on downs, I believe, at the 20. It looks like that is where
Yes,
it is
that
going.
would be the case. That comes, just forgot about that. But on a field goal missed inside the 20,
Inside
they
the
move
20.
the ball out.
Yep.
Update, bottom of the 4th, Detroit Tigers 4, Kansas City 3.
Minneapolis will come out here. They'll send 2 receivers out to the right here with McCulloch and Flegler, and 1 out to the left in DJ Green. McCulloch goes in motion. McCulloch keeps it, but he is going to be driven way back. Loss of maybe 10 on the play. Actually, no, they'll spot it forward progress.
Yeah.
Loss of 6 on the play.
Not your classic speed burner. Good kid, good size.
Good size, yep.
That's going to make second and about, what, 17?
Yep, maybe 16. So I'll say second and 16.
And the
And
quarter
that's the quarter.
scores.
So at the end of the third quarter, 24-0, Minneapolis does give up a touchdown there in the third quarter. 24-17. We'll take a break. You're listening to Eagle Communication Channel 20.
We'll be right back. All right, fourth quarter set to begin.
Welcome back, Dale Leach, myself, Scott Osherman. Twins out to the left-hand side for Minneapolis, 1 out to the right. Brubaker in a shotgun with Villapando off to the right, and Keating in the backfield behind him. They'll send 1 in motion. They will fake. They pitch to the outside, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Ooh,
It does
yes.
go out of bounds, thank goodness.
Woo.
Pitch to Tyson. Could not hold on to it. Late pitch. Goes out of bounds at the 10. Minneapolis will keep it, but it's going to be a 3rd and 20. Minneapolis comes back out here, 3rd and 20. DJ Green to the left. Keating, Thomas, and Brubaker in the backfield. Brubaker drops back to passes, rolls. Oh, dances out of it, still comes out of it. Nice job by Brubaker to get out of trouble. Still loses 5 though. Was close to having a safety
Yes.
there.
We almost gave up the safety. He squirted out of there.
On the stop for the Knights. Brings up a 4th down.
11:30 and counting here in the fourth quarter.
Leonard's back.
Thomas back in his end zone to kick. And we're short a man.
Short a man, yep.
Gunner position.
Oh,
Blocked. They
and it's a touchdown.
fall on it. That Farber that fell on it. 80. Yep.
Wow. So the punt does not get left, and they block it. And they land on it in the end zone. Sacred Heart with the score, 30-0.
Slagle lines up for the PAT attempt. 11:07 mark.
And it is good. So 31-0. Sacred Heart increases the lead after the recovery in the end zone after the block punt. We'll take a real quick break. You're listening to Eagle Communication Channel 20, Minneapolis.
Okay, we're on.
Welcome back to Kansas Wesleyan University. Gene Bissell Field.
Kristen Schlegel,
Schlegel to kick. Back deep is Thomas and Hawk for Minneapolis. Pichel and Levi Osherman, the upbacks. There is the kick, and it is headed towards Thomas, and he will go to the right-hand side, and nice block right there. He gets to the outside. Great job there as he followed his blocker.
Trayvon Thomas, the return. Ball on the
That's to the 25, 26-yard line.
Nice return by Trayvon. Followed his blockers and just kind of let him helped a little bit right there. Nice job. 10:40 left to go here in the ball game. 31-0. Twins out to the left. One to the right. Shotgun for Brubaker. And they'll go to Keating. And Keating
Get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe.
possibly a loss of a half a yard.
for Minneapolis.
Has McKinney come back in, Dale?
Connor Wetter
Uh,
on the stop of the
no, he's still over there on the sideline.
On the sideline.
No helmet on.
loss of one, second down.
I would guess that they figure there's no use testing anything at this point
Yeah.
of the game.
Minneapolis
Still
will
hobbling a
come
little
back.
bit over there.
Green out here to the left-hand side, two out to the right. Shotgun. He will fake the handoff, rolls the outside, and he will be snuffed out. Sacred Heart read that nicely. They had two guys that stayed at home on that right-hand side, and they read that perfectly, Dale. Brubaker loses 4 on the play.
So it's
Third,
third and 16 or so
looks like 15, but
on the scoreboard. It is, yeah. So I guess that's right. Yep, it would be. Full house backfield.
shotgun formation. Low snap, hands it off to Keating. Keating takes the low handoff. Will get back to about the 25-yard line, and that will bring up a 4th down and 11. Nice job by Keating to pick up that handoff. Fourth and 11. Trayvon Thomas will punt from his 15. Good snap. Nice punt by Thomas, and it's a fair catch call. Nice job by Trayvon Thomas. Great recovery and great punt right there.
Yonk takes it at the 21 or 41. Sacred Heart.
How many years have we had Yoxels? Sad we don't have
Not
any
anymore.
Yoxels. Not anymore.
I would say that Andrew probably arrived on the scene 2005,
I'd say,
2006.
Yeah,
So 10 to 11 years.
I was going to say. So. Sacred Heart will have Twins out to the left-hand side. They do have Jordan in at quarterback, I believe. Jordan will keep the ball. Nice job by Minneapolis to read that. In on the tackle for Minneapolis is number 72, and that is Chase Donovan.
I believe Andrew was on the 2010 state basketball team. Was he not? As a senior, which if that's the case, would have had him debut as a freshman in the fall of 2005.
Twins out to the left. I formation for Jordan and the Knights.
Barber tied up in the center.
Nice job by Minneapolis defense. A host of Lions right there in on that. They kind of on pile there. And Sacred Heart Farber injured and comes out for the Knights.
Tweaked something there. Doesn't look real bad off. 7 minutes to go here in the game.
3rd and 9. The Knights will have trips out here to the right-hand side. Drop backs to pass. Great rush right there. Oh, great job by Minneapolis right there on the tackle.
26.
It is number 26. I believe that is Clay Goddard, and it is. Clay comes way from the outside with the quarterback sack. Nice job by Clay Goddard.
Got Jordan at the 35-yard line. So the Knights will punt for the second time of the game.
Back will be Lane Sanders, and he'll drop back to receive the punt, as well as Thomas. 4th and about 16. Good snap. And they do get the punt off, and it will not be returned.
Takes a Minneapolis bounce.
Nice job. Minneapolis will take over at their own 45-yard line with 5:55 left to go in the ballgame. Well, Dale, this is when Minneapolis needs to be nice to have them get something going here.
Yes. They do something to, as we can say before, get something positive going, and it'd be nice to get the goose egg off the scoreboard.
Yeah. $31 to nothing. Minneapolis will send 2 receivers out to the right-hand side, 1 to the left. And they will fake the handoff, and Brubaker keeps it himself, and
he's dropped for a 2-yard loss.
Just can't get.
Loss of 2, 2nd down and 12.
Cannot get their interior line is been able to. Somebody's been able to get through all night.
Mm-hmm.
One to the left, 2 to the right. McCullough comes over here to the right-hand side, left-hand side, goes in motion. And now we've got penalty flags.
Illegal motion there. Ball start. Move us back a little further.
They will have 2nd down and about 17, Dale. Coming up here. Board says 18, but it's 17. 1 to the
5
left,
minutes.
1 to the right. Brubaker in a shotgun. We'll hand it off to Keating. Keating will get about 3 on the play. We'll bring up a 3rd down.
Gets it to the 41 of Minneapolis. 2nd and 14 to go. 3rd and 14.
Two receivers out on the right-hand side, 1 on the left here with 3rd and long. They will hand it back off. Thomas up the middle. Great job by Trayvon Thomas. Still going. And Trayvon will get all the way up to about the 48-yard line. Slow to get up is Trayvon Thomas. will bring up a 4th down and long.
The ball to the Minneapolis 48. 4th and 7. 3:35 remaining in the game.
Trayvon Thomas still holding his arm.
We do not line up.
Way offside.
We do not line up in the punt formation.
Ross about to pass. Has some time. He's going to keep it himself. Oh, nice job by Brubaker, and he'll have the first down and a flag right there. Trent Brubaker with a great pickup, and he gets a horse collar at the end. Nice job by Trent Brubaker with the first down run. There is a flag also back at about the Sacred Heart 33-yard line.
Face mask on the defense. Be a 5-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
So we have a first down by rushing for Brubaker.
And then they tack on another 5 yards.
5-yard penalty on the Knights. Definitely our best field position of the night. To the 38 of Sacred Heart. Clock stops at 3:14 to go.
Minneapolis will come back out here, trying to get something done here. We're short. Keating comes in. He is, and we're going to have a delay game or a timeout. Timeout. So timeout. Minneapolis did not have the right personnel in. We'll take a real quick timeout. 2:51 left to go in the ball game. 31-0. Minneapolis trying to get on the board. We'll be right back. You're listening to Salina Post Eagle Communication Channel 20. Sorry about that. Force of habit. She should be back next week. So
good. All right. 2:51 to go. Lions on the move.
Minneapolis in a shotgun formation. Brubaker in the shotgun, three back there with them. They hand it off to Keating. Keating will keep it on its ground. Nice job by Evan as he gets up to about the 32-yard line. We'll bring up a second down and about 5.
I think the Knights have some of their younger players in right now.
They have, and that's helping us.
Yes.
So a lot of movement there, no call. Keating will keep it again, and this time he will be awfully close to a first down, and I believe he will have it. First down, Minneapolis. So Minneapolis driving here, gets it down to the 26-yard line. They will drop back to pass. Plenty of time. Brubaker will get sacked though.
Danced too long. Second and
16.
Yep. 1:50 to go in the game.
Twins out to the right, one to the left. Shotgun formation. They will hand it off to Tyson Villapando, and Tyson, nice job by Tyson, comes out of it still on the ground. He'll have a first down. Nice job by Tyson Villapando as he gets about 20 on that, Dale, all the way down to the 10-yard line. Nice hard run.
Bruising fullback run there. First and 10 from the 11.
Sacred Heart's going to call a timeout. So timeout called by Sacred Heart after the nice run by Villapando. First and 10, Minneapolis, 1:23 left to go in the ball game. Minneapolis trying to score. We'll be back. You're listening to Eagle Communication Channel 20.
All right, here come the Lions. 1:23 to go. Driving at the 11 of the Knights.
Shotgun formation with Brubaker back there, Villapando and Sanders back there with them. They will go back to Villapando. Tyson up the middle, and he may have it. Nice job, Tyson Villapando with the touchdown as he gets the carry. Nice job by the sophomore Tyson Villapando with the touchdown. Minneapolis gets on the board.
The Lions avert the shutout here with 1:17 to go in the game. 11-yard run up the center by Villapando.
Nice job. Minneapolis well. Line up to go for two here. Twins out the left. And they go.
Villapando again.
Does he get it? I think he does. Yes, he does. Nice job with the two-point run is Tyson Villapando. And he gets in for the 2 points. Nice job by Minneapolis. Dale, that is a confidence booster right there.
Yes, it is.
Nice job by the Minneapolis Lions to drive it down with a nice drive. It was a nice drive. Started about, I believe, our own 45, if I remember right. So
with 1:17 to go, it's Sacred Heart 31, Minneapolis 8. And we avert the shutout. The only shutout the Lions suffered last year was the Sacred Heart, 30-0. So
it was.
Yes,
it was.
Averted that same fate here again tonight.
Well, nice job by the Lions. So Minneapolis will kick now. My other son gets to be on the kickoff.
Oh, good.
So I got one on the one on special teams return, and the other son is on special teams kickoff. So. Kicking for Minneapolis, I believe, is Villapando.
Having trouble tracking down the tee. Will we see a short kick?
No.
No? I hope not. With Coach Hahn, you never know.
Yeah, I could be wrong, Dale. I could be totally wrong. So I could be completely wrong. So 31-8, 1:17 left to go. Villapando to kick off. And there is the kick, and it is short, as you said.
They
and
cover
Jordan lands on it. So
covered at their 49, just inside the 50.
So Minneapolis will come back here on the defensive side. And they're just going to probably take a knee, and they do. So they're going to have to do that a few times. So.
We don't call the timeout, that's good.
I don't know. If we have one left, it's just one. I know we've taken at least two.
Okay.
So. Sacred Heart will line up to take a knee once again with 40 seconds ticking. They do that. And they will have one more snap. So Minneapolis avoids the shutout, Dale, and proud of them for doing that.
Yes.
To fight hard to not be forced into a shutout. So they will have to. Well, maybe not. Apparently not. They will not have to snap the ball again. So, so your final tonight: Sacred Heart 31, Minneapolis 8. But as you said, Dale, they avoided the shutout, and that's was huge for the Lions tonight.
Well, we'll have to wait for next week against the visiting Republic County Buffaloes to see if we can get the first win of the year. But the Knights win tonight by the score of 31-8.
So,
So nothing but positives in the future, we hope, for
Yes.
the Lions this season.
absolutely, absolutely. Congrats to Sacred Heart. Minneapolis comes up short, but hey, Dale, I did see some positives tonight and something to build on and something to grow with. So,
Yes, and you know, for an opening game, very few turnovers. Only 2 turnovers. One of them was a direct touchdown.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but Jace McKinney there is walking under his own power. So I would imagine with the right tape wrap, he'll be back next week.
yeah.
Well, with that, we're going to sign off. Dale Leach and Scott Osherman here on Eagle Communications Channel 20. We hope you enjoyed listening and watching this broadcast here on Eagle Communications Channel 20. Back next week, folks. Good night.
Good night.